Today we will see how to use can to put into the past some words that they act in Arabic as verbs, but they are not real verbs and they cannot be conjugated. Yalla, let's start. Are you ready to take your Levantine Arabic to the next level? Then head to my website and you will find quick reviews with all the words and phrases from each lesson, podcasts for on-the-go learning, and flashcards for effective study and repetition. Best of luck on your language learning adventure. In the first part, we saw how to conjugate the verb to be can in the past according to the different persons. We saw how to use it with adjectives and how to indicate location. You could check it over there. We saw how do we have to change when we are using can according to the different people. So if we are talking about he, we use can. If we are talking about she, we use كانت, and so on. Today we will see how to use it with عندي and feeni. As you know, عندي and feeni, they are not real verbs in Arabic. They are prepositions, but we attach suffixes to them at the end to form I have and I can. So to conjugate this, it's not possible in Arabic because they are not real verbs. We use the help of can to put them in the past. The good news is that we don't have to conjugate can according to who we are talking about. All we have to do is just change the suffix at the end of عندي and feeni. So we change the suffix according to who we are talking about. So if we want to say, did you have a pet when you were young? كان عندك حيوان أليف لما كنت صغير? The answer, I had a cat. كان عندي قطة. كان عندك, did you have? Here we are talking to a man, أنت, so that's why we are using the suffix أك, عندك. If we are talking to a woman, we will say عندك. كان عندك, did you have? In Arabic, we don't have the question words do, does, did. So when we are forming a question like this, we just have the statement itself. So كان عندك, it could be you had, if we are just talking and giving information. If we are asking, it would be did you have? حيوان أليف, حيوان is an animal, أليف it is tame or domestic in the sense that it's not wild. حيوان أليف, together we use it to describe pets that we keep at home. حيوان أليف. لما كنت صغير, لما when, كنت you were, صغير young. If we are talking about to a woman, we will say صغيرة. لما كنتي صغيرة. So here, because we are using can with an adjective, we have to conjugate it according to who we are talking to. So to a man, we will say كنت صغير. كنت you masculine, صغير also adjective masculine. كنتي صغيرة, كنتي you feminine, صغيرة it's also adjective feminine. كان عندك حيوان أليف لما كنت صغير. كان عندك حيوان أليف لما كنت صغيرة. The response كان عندي, I had. كان, we don't conjugate it. عندي, we put E because I am saying I have. كان عندي قطة, a cat. كان عندي قطة. كان عندك حيوان أليف لما كنت صغير. كان عندي قطة. Today we had a lot of customers at the shop. I couldn't talk to you. اليوم كان عنا زباين كتير بالمحل. ما كان فيني حاكيك. اليوم is today. كان عنا, we had. Again, we use can as it is. We just change the suffix. We put na because we are talking about we. كان عنا, we had. زباين كتير, a lot of customers. بالمحل, at the shop. ما كان فيني, I couldn't. ما is the negation. كان فيني, I was able by itself. I was able to do something. We change the suffix at the end if we want to say like you were able to do something or he was able to do something. So كان فيك to a man, كان فيكي to a woman, كان في if we are talking about him. and so on. We just change the suffix at the end. ما كان فيني, here we need I couldn't or I wasn't able to do something. ما كان فيني حاكيك. حاكيك, I talk to you. The key, حاكيك, at the ka, at the end, it is you masculine. حاكيكي if we are talking to a woman. اليوم كان عنا زباين كتير بالمحل. ما كان فيني حاكيك. She didn't have time to buy the things. I could have bought them if she had asked. ما كان عندها وقت تشتري الأغراض. كان فيني اشتريهن لو طلبت. ما كان عندها, she didn't have. وقت, time, لتشتري, to buy, الأغراض, the things. كان فيني, I would have or I would be able to, كان فيني, اشتريهن, buy them, لو طلبت, if she had asked. لو, it is if, and I had a full lesson about if and how to use it in the different ways. You could check it over there. طلبت, she asked. In Arabic, we have two different words to say ask. Ask a question, سأل, and to request someone to do something. So here we need طلب, and she طلبت. لو طلبت. ما كان عندها وقت تشتري الأغراض. كان فيني اشتريهن أنا لو طلبت. The same rule applies to بدي, I want. بد by itself, it doesn't mean anything, but we change the suffixes at the end to form I want, you want, they want, and so on. So if we want to say, I wanted to make a pizza, but I don't have flour. كان بدي أعمل بيتزا بس ما عندي طحين. كان بدي, I wanted. أعمل بيتزا, to make pizza. بس ما عندي, but I don't have طحين, flour. كان بدي أعمل بيتزا بس ما عندي طحين. بس has so many different meanings according how do we use it and according to the context. I have a full lesson about بس and how to use it. You could check it over there. Here it means but. بس ما عندي طحين, but I don't have flour. We have the same rule for لازمني. لازمني, I need. Again, we change the suffix at the end according to who we are talking about. You need لازمك. We need لازمنا, and so on. لازم by itself, it means have to or must. When we attach the different suffixes to it, it means I need, you need, and so on. I have a full lesson about لازم and لازمني, all the differences between them and how to use each one. Check it over there. So if we want to say, I needed a vacation to relax. كان لازمني إجازة لأرتاح. كان لازمني, I needed. لازمني, it is now I need. كان لازمني, I needed إجازة, a vacation, لأرتاح, to relax. كان لازمني إجازة لأرتاح. So لازم by itself, it means have to or must do something. To change it to had to or supposed to do something, we use can. كان لازم. So can and لازم, both of them, they don't change. What we have to change, the verb that follow after, we change the verb according to who we are talking about. And we would use the present without عم or be. So كان لازم روح. I had to go or I was supposed to go. كان لازم by itself. روح, it is the same when we want to say عم روح, I'm going, but we don't use عم or be and we put it after كان لازم. If I'm saying you were supposed to go, كان لازم تروح. If we are talking if we want to say we were supposed to go, كان لازم نروح. So كان لازم is always the same. We just change the verb after it in the present without عم or without be. Let's see an example. I had to change the appointment because I was late at work. كان لازم غير الموعد لأني تأخرت بالشغل. كان لازم غير, I had to change. كان لازم, the same, doesn't change. What we have to change, غير. غير, it is I change. If we are talking about you, تغير. كان لازم تغير. And so on. كان لازم غير الموعد. The appointment. لأني, because I. By attaching the E at the end of لأن, we are forming because I. لأني. تأخرت, I was late. Late in Arabic, it's a verb. We conjugate it according to the different persons and different tenses. That's why I'm using a full verb here. تأخرت. I was late. بالشغل at work. كان لازم غير الموعد لأني تأخرت بالشغل. Another word that has the same rule like لازم, it is ضروري, necessary. So if we want to say it wasn't necessary for you to come, we solved the problem. ما كان ضروري تجي, حلينا المشكلة. ما كان ضروري, it wasn't necessary. And then we change the verb according who we are talking about. تجي, you, come. If we are talking about you plural, we will say تجوا. And so on. ما كان ضروري تجي. حلينا, we solved المشكلة, the problem. ما كان ضروري تجي, حلينا المشكلة. ممكن, also another word that follows the same rule. ممكن, it means possible. So if I want to say, the manager was busy. It wasn't possible to talk to him. المدير كان مشغول. ما كان ممكن احكي معه. المدير, the manager, masculine. If we are talking about a female manager, المديرة. كان مشغول, was busy. Can here is conjugated because we are using it with an adjective. مشغول. مشغولة if we are talking about a female. كانت مشغولة. المدير كان مشغول. المديرة كانت مشغولة. ما كان ممكن, it wasn't possible. So ما كان ممكن, it will stay the same. If we want to say كان ممكن, it was possible, we just get rid of ما. ما كان ممكن, wasn't possible. كان ممكن, possible. احكي, I talk. معه, with him. احكي معه, talk to him. The English, but in Arabic we would say speak with him. احكي معه. المدير كان مشغول, ما كان ممكن احكي معه. Remember, go to my website to find all the examples that I went over today in study materials. Flashcards, PDFs, and even audio podcasts. You could download the podcast and listen to the lesson whenever you want and wherever you want. Using can with all the words that they act as verbs, but we cannot conjugate is easy because you don't have to conjugate can. You just use it in the third person masculine. But next time we will see how to use the verb to be can to form past continuous, past perfect, and I used to do something, I'm not doing it anymore. So make sure to subscribe and activate all the notifications to keep up with my new lessons. Yalla bye!